What's up, guys? Shane here. Got a little package in from Mr. Kyle Coonley, and he sent me a couple of knives. I thought I'd start with this one. Checking these out, guys. These aren't reviews. I haven't extensively used these knives or anything of that matter. I'm just checking them out, giving my opinion on them. Kyle actually loaned me this knife once before, and I'll be honest, guys. I just failed to get around to doing the review on it, but yeah. So I asked him kindly when he sent this package if I could borrow it again because I was very impressed with this knife. And I'll tell you guys why. Guys, this is the Miguron Velona. Many of you own this knife. If you don't own it and you are in the market for a budget knife and you're not wanting to spend more than, say, $50, I think this is one of the absolute best options money can buy. I also feel like this knife makes a whole lot of other budget knives out there not make sense. And when I say that, well, I'll just use one of my own. For instance, I didn't purchase this knife, it was given to me. But this is a Kaiser Roach and N690 micarta. It's a nice enough knife. It's got great action. I'm not a big fan of N690, but it's not, you know, on the tier list. It's not that far below 14C, which is what's on this. However, I believe the most places or companies' knife charts have 14C completely wrong. When you look at the results of edge retention test, it's right up there with the majority of the, what some people call super steels. I know everybody's got a different definition for that, but anyway, this is the Miguron Velona, guys. This is a big knife. You can see, if I close my fist up, it's right at the end here, and I got knife poking out. So that tells you it's a large knife. I don't do measurements and weights, but yeah, that's right at a 4-inch blade, which Kyle Coonley, who is also the man behind Clinging Work Knife Sharpening, has put an edge on this thing, and it is fabulous. It is an absolute screaming sharp edge he's put on this knife. Yeah, so if you guys need some knife sharpening done, check out Clinging Work Knife Sharpening on Instagram. That is our friend, Mr. Kyle Coonley. So yeah, just giving my opinions on this thing. First of all, guys, the first time I handled this knife, it did not look like this. It had some basic beige scales on it, and the scales were polished. They were way too shiny. My opinion, beige and chrome don't necessarily go together, but yeah. So Kyle sent this thing out to our friend Marty. Many of you know him as Knife Eclectic, and Marty did some mod work for him. They've dyed the scales. It looks like he blasted the liners, take that shine off, which is a huge improvement on this thing, considering the scales are shadow boxed. You can see the liners all the way around. I think it's very classy looking. And what I meant by this knife causes a lot of problems. I hate that I got off track there, guys. Sorry. But this knife is like 50 bucks. And this knife is 80 bucks. And the reason for this is, guys, a couple of years ago, this knife from Kaiser would have been 50 bucks. However, we've gotten into such a budget knife frenzy. They just keep creeping the prices up on us, and we just keep paying it, and it makes absolutely no sense. Why would you pay $80 for a budget knife out of China when you can buy an outstanding one for 50? I'll never get it. I don't understand it, but it's just where we're at nowadays. It's what we're doing, I guess. But yeah, this thing, in my opinion, is probably, if you want a big knife, it's the best large budget knife on the market for the materials and the price. If this is a little too big for you, I feel like this is the Civivi Riffle is a great $50 option. If you don't want to spend 50 bucks, you can always pick up a rat one for 30 bucks, made in Taiwan. Friendly country. If you want, if You know, you want a frame lock, you can always pick up a Rock P801B, 28 bucks. You know, it's considerably smaller than this. Not a tiny knife by any means, but it is smaller than this. So there are options out there, guys. You don't have to spend $80 on a budget knife. You know, unless it's just by a designer that you want to support or whatever. But you know, it's not worth $30 more. This is as good a knife as money can buy for the $50 mark, considering you're getting G10 scales, you know, full steel liners, a milled titanium pocket clip, 14C 28N blade, all 4 inches of it. I don't know how sharp this knife came out of the box, but I know it wasn't as sharp as it is now. But yeah, man, there's just a lot of little things about this knife. You know, the way they chamfered, you know, around the flipper tab here, it makes it very smooth, very easy on the hands. So yeah, guys, that's about all I got for you today on this one. You know, you guys know at this point in time, I'm currently not in the market for Chinese knives, but if you need a good budget knife, something that you can do work with, and your budget is limited to around 50 bucks, if you want a big knife, this is my option, no doubt about it. You know, it's as good as any knife on the market for what I consider a much more fair price. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. You guys know I appreciate any amount of time y'all spend with me. Hit my boy Kyle up to get your knives professionally sharpened, and come see me in the next one. Peace. Love you guys.